Wheel of the Year Explained. Nature-based theology. The basics of Sabats and Esbats. Introduction to the Wheel of the Year. Materials prepared by Kim Pruden, 200 registered yoga teacher, Reiki master, ordained minister. Content is the intellectual property of Kim Pruden, May 2020. Wheel of the Year. Nature-based theology. The basics of Sabats and Esbats. What is nature-based theology? Ancient civilizations and cultures began the practice what is referred to as nature-based theology or religion. Sun gods, moon goddesses, rain gods, and other various nature or earth deities have prevailed in human history for as long as history has been recorded. The majority of pagan beliefs are centered around celebrating the cycles of nature and recognize various gods, goddesses, spirits, and entities found within. What is paganism? Paganism is a general term used to describe the ancient Euro-based religion of celebrating nature and the natural cycles of all living beings. Using the wheel of the year to navigate the seasons and the sun, early humans successfully planted and harvested crops. While the base of this religion has deep roots in working and surviving off the land, the spiritual side of paganism is steeped in connectedness, acknowledging that all beings are connected, acknowledging that all life is cyclical. Celebrations and deities. Each culture or community around the world has traditional ways to celebrate each holiday or season. The history and stories of their ancestors will be highlighted in the rituals performed. There is no right or wrong way to celebrate each stop of the wheel. Research your own culture and heritage. Find what feels right to you. Build your own rituals and celebrations if there are no familiar or family examples. Multiple deities are celebrated and recognized for each Sabbat or Esbat. It is up to you to decide which one to honor, if any at all. It is your choice how and what you celebrate. Harm none and follow your intuition. Wheel of the Year Overview. For most wheels, the year begins with the shortest day, the winter solstice or Yule. It will end on the eve of the winter solstice. Major holidays or Sabbats directly relate to the length of daylight. Minor holidays or Esbats fall in between the Sabbats, marking halfway points. Calendar dates may vary within a few days every year for each holiday. Looking at the wheel of the year, we start at the top with Yule, December 21st, or the first day of winter, located on the solstice line. Moving around to our right, we find Imbolc, February 2nd. Then the first day of spring, Ostara, March 21st, located on the equinox line. Then Beltane, May 1st. Moving around to the first day of summer, Litha, June 21st, located on the solstice line. Then Lammas, August 1st. Then up to Mabon, September 21st, or the first day of autumn. Then Samhain, October 31st. And finally coming around to Yule once again. The Sabbats, winter solstice or Yule, December 21st. The winter solstice, Sol equals sun, is the shortest day and longest night of the year. It marks the end of the darkest time of the year and ushers in the shift to longer daylight. Yule is the first day of winter. It is the perfect time to celebrate all the achievements of last year and set goals or intentions for the new year. We celebrate the return of the sun at Yule, honoring the dark places within ourselves, knowing that without darkness there cannot be light. The Sabbats. Spring equinox. Ostara, March 21st. The spring equinox, meaning equal, marks the first halfway point of the longest and shortest days. It is a day of equal day and night, a day to recognize the balance in everything and celebrate the start of longer days. Ostara is a time for awakening and rebirth. The days get longer, and Mother Earth renews the cycle of life. Plants and animals begin to come alive. The buzz of life abounds. Ostara has been adopted as Easter in most modern cultures and religions. The Sabbats. Summer solstice, Litha, June 21st. Litha, or the summer solstice, is the longest day and shortest night of the year, the full return of the sun and the peak of the growing season. It is the first day of summer, and as the days have grown longer, we have spent more time outside. The weather is nice, and the world is alive and full of color. We may find ourselves stepping outside of our comfort zone, potentially feeling more open or light with ourselves. Our attention turns outward more regularly. The Sabbats. Autumn equinox. Mabon, September 21st. The autumn equinox marks the second day of equal day and night of the year. It starts the beginning of the darkest time of the year. Nights get longer as we near the winter solstice or Yule. Mabon is also the second and main harvest holiday, marking the end of the growing season. It is also the last Sabbat of the year. It is the perfect time to begin preparations for inner work, inside ourself, our home, our family. As the nights get longer, we are provided the opportunity and ability to pause, reflect, and do the work. Only in darkness can we see light. The Esbats. Imbolc, February 2nd. Imbolc marks the halfway point from winter to spring. The days get longer and the nights get shorter. In many places, winter storms will continue and temperatures will remain around freezing. Imbolc is known as Groundhog Day in the United States. Legend states if a groundhog sees his shadow when he comes out of his burrow in the morning, winter will last for 6 more weeks. Lighting candles during Imbolc reminds us of the returning daylight. The Esbats. Beltane, May 1st. Beltane or May Day is the halfway point from spring to summer. May signifies the start of full growth mode. Everything is in bloom. Crops are planted or being planted. Days are longer and the weather warms. Maypoles have been used to celebrate May Day in many cultures. Dancing, colorful ribbons, and joyous festivities are a fun and light-hearted way to usher in summer. The Esbats. Lammas, August 1st. Lammas is the first harvest holiday of the year. It is the halfway point from summer to autumn. Focus your attention on reaping the fruits of your labors through the end of summer. Fulfillment of goals and dreams are peaking. Life is all about gratitude and appreciation. Harvest festivals will begin with Lammas and carry through the season until Samhain Eve, the final Esbat of the year. The Esbats. Samhain, October 31st. Samhain, or Halloween, All Hallows Eve, is the halfway point from fall to winter. It is the start of the darkest days and longest nights, falling between the autumn equinox or Mabon and the winter solstice or Yule. This special time of year is known around the world for celebrating death and our ancestors. In some cultures, November 1st marks this day of celebration. Some wheels will end on Samhain Eve and begin with Samhain or Halloween. It is up to your own personal beliefs as to the meaning and value you place on each holiday. Reviewing the Wheel of the Year. Starting at the top with Yule, December 21st, the winter solstice and first day of winter. Turning the wheel to the right to Imbolc, February 2nd, the halfway point between the winter solstice and the spring equinox. Moving to the first day of spring, Ostara, March 21st, the spring equinox. Turning the wheel to Beltane, May 1st, located halfway between the spring equinox and the summer solstice. Turning to the first day of summer, Litha, June 21st, the summer solstice and longest day of the year. We turn to Lammas, August 1st, located halfway between the summer solstice and the autumn equinox. Turning the wheel to Mabon, September 21st, the first day of autumn, the autumn equinox, equal day and equal night. Turning the wheel to Samhain, October the 31st, located halfway between the autumn equinox and winter solstice. And finally, we turn the wheel back to Yule, the first day of winter. Thank you for joining me for Wheel of the Year Explained. If you like the content and style, please subscribe to my channel, Elemental Knowledge, and like my videos. For more information and products, visit www.kp-wellness.com.